All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken very short. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. Now the pressure gets to him again. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Mariota. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Second down, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now they'll run with Lewis. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3.
They give it to him running left. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point is always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down. Here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
The pitch to Fournette, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go. Hank. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception here, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Easy. 1.
From the red zone now, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Keep it rolling.
Watch.
One.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mariota flushed out right. And Matthews has it right side. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Bortles. Flush to his right. Completes it to Lee. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
11B.
3 down. 50's the mic.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles going for the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Bortles to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field They play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Now Bortles. Buying time, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
11B.
Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Bortles. The open man is sharp. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing is Bortles. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And he fends him off. Dancing to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Three. March 50. One. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Easy. One.
Mariota. And Davis with it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Easy. One.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run forward with Henry. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Spread left.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
And Bortles going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And here's Lewis. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Let's go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A Tennessee 1st down. That one Mariota to Matthews.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Keep it rolling. Easy.
They run. This is Lewis. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Keep it rolling.
Check. Mike.
3. 1.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
One.
Mariota now. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mariota now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Keep it rolling. One. Three.
He's scared.
To the air again, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
One.
2nd down, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Matthews, the intended target.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. Sharks got it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Lucy. 11.
Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And he finds Corey Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Keep it rolling.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33.
One.
Alert 3. Hey, motion back.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucy. Green is all right.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mariota to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One. Three.
And the blitz does come. Left side, caught by Matthews. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Off the toss, Lewis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Easy. Motion.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Shift. One. One. Three.
They try again with Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for two.
One.
To throw Mariota. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Tight end right.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Bortles. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. Green 80. Green set.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. Looking deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. And even 40 yards.
Hey, spread right, spread right, spread right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Powers through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing here, Mariota. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. This is caught inside the 15. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take